Do you think Frisco, Texas would be the perfect place for you to call home? In this video, I'm going to tell you why you may not like living in Frisco. I'm Keela McGraw, your favorite DFW realtor, and choosing a city to live in is a big decision. There's a lot of factors that go into planning where you're going to live. What I have found is that when people decide to move to Frisco, they only hear about the good things going on in Frisco. But I think it's important for anyone who is considering Frisco to not only consider the good things, but the not so good things about the city as well. So let's talk about why Frisco may not be a good fit for you. One thing you need to know about Frisco is how rapidly the population has grown and is continuing to grow. So Frisco's current population is about 223,000 people. And you can compare that to 33,000 people that Frisco had in 1990. That is a huge explosion in population. And for a lot of people, that much growth that quickly is just not very appealing to them. And the crazy thing is that Frisco's population is showing no signs of slowing down. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of cities in the DFW area that are growing at a rapid pace. Frisco is one of those cities that has been showing growth over a number of consecutive years. And basing on the way Frisco is growing, you may not like what Frisco is going to become in the next 5 to 10 years. There's a lot of reasons why you may not like Frisco's growth, and one of those reasons may be traffic. To say Frisco has a lot of traffic is an understatement. Now, I talked about Frisco's population growth, but you have to keep in mind that with those folks moving to Frisco, there's a lot of people on the roads commuting to and from Frisco to different cities in the Metroplex for work. Now, Frisco has attracted a lot of employers and businesses to the area, but not all of those people working for those companies actually live in Frisco. They may live in surrounding areas, but they have to commute to work. And so all these added folks on the roads getting to and from these employers can add to your commute time, whether it's dropping off kiddos, getting to an appointment, or just getting to your job that may be in or outside of Frisco. So the main highway going through Frisco, which runs north and south, is the Dallas North Tollway, and it does go all the way to downtown Dallas. So you can only imagine rush hour in the mornings and that afternoon or evening commute back home can keep that highway pretty congested. And the Dallas North Tollway is a toll road, so you do have to actually pay to travel on that road. So that is an added expense that a lot of people do take into account when they're relocating to a city like Frisco that does have that tollway running north and south, and something that you definitely would need to access at some point during your day typically. Now, Highway 380 is another thoroughfare that goes through Frisco. It's just kind of north in the northern part of the city, almost near Prosper. So Highway 380 does experience some congestion as well, depending on where you're traveling on that particular road. And I cannot leave out Preston Road. If you're traveling in Frisco, chances are you've driven on Preston Road. It is one of those main thoroughfares through the city. It does stretch all the way to Dallas, and so it is constantly being utilized by residents as well as people just trying to visit the city and get to other places in the Metroplex. And Preston Road is not only a road that has a lot of traffic, but it is actually becoming a hot spot for traffic accidents. So when you're moving to a suburb like Frisco, you're thinking quiet, peace, but Frisco is actually becoming more of a tourist-like city. There are a lot of attractions that are coming to Frisco that present itself as more looking like an Arlington city. And I say that because there are a lot of attractions and venues that are coming to Frisco or are already in Frisco. And these attractions that are popping up in Frisco are bringing more and more non-residents to the city on the daily basis. Universal Parks and Resorts is building a theme park in Frisco, and this theme park is projected to attract 7,500 people every day. And on peak days or during those peak seasons, such as holidays and in the summer, they are expecting an average of 20,000 guests per day. So this theme park actually has a lot of the residents of Frisco up in arms and upset because they are thinking about the number of visitors and vehicles that will be clogging up their roads and neighborhoods. And if you're expecting a quiet life and a quiet community, that is quite a bit more people than what you probably anticipated moving to a suburb like Frisco. Other places that people are coming to visit in Frisco include the Dr. Pepper Ballpark, which hosts the Frisco Rough Riders minor league baseball team. You can also tour the Dallas Cowboys practice facilities and their headquarters. You have the Star there, and you can shop at the Star District. The Toyota Stadium, home to FC Dallas soccer team, and each year, Frisco is home to a bowl game that's called the Frisco Bowl. And not only that, the Toyota Stadium also hosts the FCS football championship every year. And on top of that, PGA just moved its headquarters to Frisco, and along with it, there are also 2 championship golf courses that will host major golf tournaments. So there's really a lot going on in Frisco all the time. So if you're a person that does not like a lot of people coming in and out of your city, then Frisco may not be the place for you. Let me know in the comments, would you like living in this city with the number of attractions that I've mentioned? So there is no secret that the cost of living has increased over the past couple of years here, not only in DFW, but really across the country. And with the cost of living, the largest expense is usually housing. Now, people love moving to Frisco because there is so much new construction in the form of master plan communities. You also have some pre-existing communities and neighborhoods that are attractive to a lot of folks. But I must say that house prices have skyrocketed in Frisco. In December 2023, the median price of a home in Frisco was $713,500. In the entire DFW Metroplex, the median cost of a home was $365,000. So if you're considering Frisco as a place to live and to purchase a house, you're going to be paying almost double what you would be paying on average in DFW. And just to show you how much homes have increased in the past 5 years, in December of 2018, the median price of a home in Frisco was $408,500. And in the DFW Metroplex, the median price of a home was $253,900. So if you're a homeowner, of course, seeing that appreciation is wonderful, but your out-of-pocket expenses year to year is also increasing because of the increase in the property taxes each year. And remember, Frisco is in Collin County, and Collin County has one of the highest property tax rates in the state of Texas. So home values increasing is just one part of the big picture of out-of-pocket expenses. You also have these master plan communities that include PIDs, public improvement districts, or MUDs, municipal utility districts. And with these PIDs and MUDs, they actually add an additional tax to your property taxes in those master plan communities. Oh, and we cannot forget about the HOA fee. So if you're in a master plan community or almost any neighborhood, I would say in Frisco, that is at 10 years or younger, you probably have an HOA. And so that's an added expense as well. So you have home prices increasing, you have MUDs, PIDs, HOAs, higher property taxes than most counties in the state. Lots of extra expenses when it comes to living and purchasing a house in Frisco that a lot of people need to know about and make before they make that important decision. So Frisco is a great city, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to bring your attention to some things that may not be your cup of tea if you're thinking about relocating and living in Frisco. Do you have any questions about living in Frisco or moving to the area? Give me a call, text, or email, and I'll see you in the next video.